All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect men pushing this sound doctrine throughout the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother of Wagabar.
I know about you.
Yeah, we just came together through the spirit, to feed the flock. Okay, Yahweh Ratazah, this lesson is edifying. Okay, we're just going to bring out an article. Okay, and we're going to back it up with some scriptures. We'll get right into it. This is off Sputnik, international news. The article is New Documents Reveal FBI Homeland Security at War with Black People. All right. It says new documents published by the Intercept Monday highlight surveillance practices used by the FBI and U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to track black activists and disrupt leftist movements. All right, and we know that this is all geared at the men of the Lord, because all the other groups, ain't nothing but control opposition. Your Black Lives Matter, your Black Panthers, all these other type of movements, are just set up by the so-called Jew, So really, man, it's really geared at the men of the Lord.
Cause they know they movements ain't of no threat.
Right. They know they ain't of no threat, man. All right, but they know this spiritual movement through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushua. The elites know, all right, that it's gonna set up their whole new world order. It's gonna upset their whole new world order, Salakia. And as the documents, as the article says, new documents reveal FBI Homeland Security at war with black people. All right, it's the so-called Jew that's behind all this, even trying to put that title of the Black Hebrew Israelites on us. All right, the hatred of Jacob and Esau is what it is, the hatred that Esau has for Jake. Okay, and we're gonna go into the history, bring it out.
This Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
Okay.
And the children struggled together within her.
Yeah, and the children struggled together within her. It's talking about the Jacob and Esau, the so-called white man. All right. And right here they call it they say black people. But we know, hey, they look at Latinos the same and Native Americans as well. All right. And we're the descendants of Jacob, all right? And the so-called white man, the white people, the Edomites, the wicked, the wicked, they go back to who? Esau, the two who were struggling in our foremother's womb,
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, and that's Jacob and Esau, all right? So that's what that's what it goes back to, to the womb. We've been separated. We can never get along. All right? Continue out.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, and the people that's stronger is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why Esau has all these these groups and these forces set up, That's why the so-called white man, he'll see a Jake, man, 15, 16 years old, no weapon or anything on him, and what he'll do is shoot him down. Why? Because he knows in his spirit that Jake is stronger than him. And he hates us that much. Continue up.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, and the elder, all right, because Esau came out first, he shall serve the younger. Okay? Hey, the elites know they going straight into slavery, man. They know they going straight into slavery. Okay, but what they're going to try to do, man, they're going to try to upset prophecy, man. They're going to try to take the men of the Lord out. That's what they mean when they say leftist movements, okay, and black activists. All right. Hey, but this is a right-hand movement, okay? This is the only right-hand movement. This is the only righteous movement. The movement that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has set up. All right? And that's why these devils won't come down upon the nation of Israel. I'm going to continue to read a little more. Says the documents which were shared with the publication after 2 civil rights groups obtained them through a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit revealed that federal surveillance of black activists went beyond tracking targets' online fingerprints and instead extended to sending federal employees on stakeouts outside citizens' residences. You know? Hey, so man, Esau could really, you know, be on us. You know? Hey, so they brothers gotta even be more circumspect out here.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you might be walking home or something and spot something like a little out of place, you know, like a car just sitting parking in like a weird spot and shit, you know?
Yeah. Hey man, you know what they striking our pages? Alright, they stopping brothers from going live. You know they running IP addresses. Okay? Hey, Esau is in fear, man. Alright, of the men of the Lord. Okay? Because all the other movements that they talking about, it's not talking about nothing. It's not talking about America being destroyed, you know? It's not talking about the so-called white man going into slavery. You know, it's not talking about a ending of this whole society.
And there's not even any, our people don't have no unity in those little things, you know?
That's right.
They don't have no type of unity.
That's right, huh? What, you had a precept?
Oh yeah, Is Proverbs 21:30.
Mm-hmm.
There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. Yeah, so
yeah, beautiful.
Anything that they got, you know, these elites got in mind, you know, it's who is it coming from? It's coming from Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know.
Yep.
There ain't no counsel against them.
That's right. Hey, the Lord is a man of war, you know. This is entertaining to the Lord, you know. And he's gonna put the spirit on his men to deal with this too, you know. That was it on that precept out?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, okay. It says, I'm going to continue the article. It says, speaking with Sputnik radios by any means necessary, Dr. Dave Ragland, a senior Bayard Rustin Fellow at the Fellowship of Reconciliation, a U.S.-based organization promoting peace and justice, stressed that the behavior exhibited by the FBI and DHS shows that they're at war with black people. All right, and it's clear as day, man. Everybody sees that. Everybody knows that except for you simple ass Jakes over here. You know? That is the tension between the so-called white man and the so-called black man. Says, I definitely think they're at war with black people, as the article showed they didn't go after white supremacist groups. All right, and they like to call us what? The white KK? White KKK? All right. Hey, but whose houses have we burned down, man? You know, who have we got carnal with? Esau's the top terrorist, you know? He's the top terrorist right here in this land and throughout the planet Earth. You know?
Well, we the bad guys.
Yeah, but we the bad guys. They not sit all these school shootings and all this killing that these devils are doing. You know? And I'm talking about low-level Edomites, you know, losing it, bugging out and just turning back to their plain, you know, murderous, you know, ways. Okay? They're not putting no surveillance and stakeouts around them. You know? And they ain't putting no surveillance and stakeouts around no Black Lives Matters or nobody, you know. It's on the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, you know, and they fear the apostles and the elders and the men of great millstone the most. It says, but continue on. I'm gonna read it again. It says, I definitely think they're at war with black people, as the article shows they didn't go after white supremacist groups with the same rigor. Ragland told show host Eugene Puryear and Sean Blackman, I think the fact is they see black folks as people to fear, and they reinforce that to reinforce all kinds of racist troops. You know? Because they know Jake they know we're stronger. You know? They know that we're more mightier. You know? They know that we can go through more. Okay? And they see the Jake coming together, man, you know? Hey, on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side, too. Especially like after that Black Panther movement, you know, Jake is in like kind of an uproar spirit, you know? Basically, it's going back to the prophecy, Genesis 49. You know? Because the so-called white man, this is what he feared that lion of Judah, you know? He feared that's why he say blacks, all right? Because he know it starts with the tribe of Judah, with you so-called Negroes.
There's Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
And who's our enemies?
The so-called white man.
The so-called white man.
The Edomites.
The Edomites. Hey, and we see it clear as day out here, you know. Esau, he's through. He's weak as ever. He don't want to fight.
Gone.
Esau don't want to fight, man. These so-called white people out here are, just excuse my language, man. They're just bitch made.
Gone. Some brothers was telling, like, they came fellowship with us. They was telling us about basically it was outnumbered out there. You know, that's the only time when Esau tried to
try something.
Gone.
Yeah, some brothers who came from another state, you know, came there and fellowshipping, you know, was talking, getting on this damn devil, and they was like, yeah, man, you know, they got a lot more courage out there, you know, because they be more in numbers, but they'll only try something when they're you know, when they're when they have more people with them.
God.
You know, when they outnumber the brothers, they'll talk shit, you know.
God. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Yep. Hey, that's because Judah's the head tribe, man. That's who it's all gonna start. That's who it's all gonna start with. All right. And see, the so-called white man, hey, he's deceiving his own people with these articles just saying black people. All right. Because the so-called Latinos, all right, are gonna link up with the Negroes. All right, we see Judah and Issachar get along fine out here.
God.
You know, pretty sure on the East Coast. All right, because you can even look at somebody on the left hand side like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, he's a bug out, but what he got? He got all the tribes right with him: Dominicans, Negroes, all right, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. And then, hey, when you look at the truth, you see what it is when we on the highways and hedges. You look at a camp like L.A. All right, you got two camps, you know, mingled with Negroes, so-called Negroes and Latinos in there. But then you'll see they got a whole nother camp with Latins.
God.
All right, continue up.
Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion.
Yep.
And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Yeah, as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? You know how old lion is in the jungle, man. You know, he didn't put it down so much to whereas he's kind of crouched down, he's chilling, you know. But who's gonna try him though? Who's gonna wake him up and make him and put him back into that fiery spirit? All right, hey, the spirit of the Lord is doing that, man. You know, it's no coincidence, man. All these things are happening at the same time. It's because this word is out. You know, we're the real left hand activist group that they're talking about. You know. Because we're adversarial to this system, you know.
Breaking down strongholds.
Yeah, we're breaking down strongholds through the spirit and prophet Habashim Yahushua, through this word. All right? And and great fear is falling upon them. You know? And you can hold that in Revelation 12 too, huh? You was finished with that in Genesis?
Oh, yeah.
Come. I'm going to read a little more. It says, in that paper that came out about the FBI targeting black people, seeing black identity groups as potential threats, I think it's just continuing this kind of very myopic view of our groups and just racist views. Feels incomprehensible, but it just fits with history. We've seen this before. All right, so this is the so-called white man. This is his track record, all right? This is what he does. All right? This is just what the so-called white man does, man. You know, and it's more in the article, you know, but we're gonna get into the scriptures. All right? We know the so-called white man. We know he's watching us. All right? We know he's gonna roll on us according to Revelations 2 and 10. Okay, and through the Spirit, we're gonna bring out some of these precepts now.
There's Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Yeah, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Continue.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Hey, yeah, so the so-called white man, he knows that his rulership is just about up. Okay? And he's coming down with great wrath. All right, he's going to paint us as the terrorists, you know, as the top terrorist group. You know? That's what the so-called white man is going to do, man. You know? Get that Revelations 2 and 10 up.
This Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. All right? Whatever we go through, man, endure it. You know, pray to the Lord that he strengthens your spirit. Continue.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
Yeah, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that you may be tried. All right, so he said, hey, brothers might get through in the concentration camp. All right, you might be taken in front of the rulers of the city. All right, and questioned. Continue.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah, that doesn't mean specifically 10 days. All right, it just means a certain amount of time. You know, it could be 10 days, it could be 2 days, it could be 2 weeks. All right, just know that's your how about Shimi Hawashai trying you. Continue.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yeah, so be thou faithful unto death, and the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai will give us that crown of life. All right. So the scripture says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You know, so let Esau roll with his troops and everything, man. You know, let him do whatever he's going to do. All right, so we asked the devil, what the hell you waiting on, man? Come on with your RFID microchip. All right. Hey, come on, man, and set up martial law. You got all these bombs going off in Texas, all these school shootings. All right. Go ahead and lock this country down, man. Go ahead, what the hell you devils waiting on? You got a precept up?
Yeah, I'm looking for that. Oh, yeah, kind of, you go. His, Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sakes.
You can speak on it up.
Yeah, so when they deliver us up, you know, to the higher ups, you know, so maybe some of the elites, you know, then it's like where is it? So like damn, I was trying to get to the point. Basically,
read it again.
Is Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Okay, that lines up what we just read in Revelation 2 and 10. You know, continue.
And shall kill you.
Yeah, some brothers gonna have to be martyrs for this truth. Continue.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, for the Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai's sake, and for this doctrine that we push, man. You know. Cause you don't ever see us, you know what I mean. That's why you gotta mark and go in on these other Israelite groups like ISUPK and shit, who on Instagram taking up arms, you know, really putting a black eye upon the nation of Israel, making us out to be like terrorists, you know, some type of militant group.
On some carnal shit.
On some carnal shit, man. You know. Continue on.
And then many shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Yeah, hey, cause everybody gonna turn on each other. That's what them other groups gonna do. All right, cause even all you niggas, man, who sit up here and you talk about Great Millstone, all right, your whole life is set on talking about us, man. You know, and all you Israelite groups who want to build a kingdom here in America, all right, you know your IUICs and GOCCs who sold out. All right, just because you know you sold out, you got your 501c3. That don't mean the so-called white man isn't gonna roll on you. You know, so-called white man, he's gonna roll on the whole nation of Israel, man. On all blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, he's gonna roll on his own people. All right, and that's when everybody gonna turn on each other and be putting each other to death. Goes into that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Continue up.
Let me see. Let me jump down to Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Hey, man, I was meditating on that scripture today when I seen an article about a 9-year-old boy shooting his 13-year-old sister, you know.
Yeah.
There was some Jakes out there in Mississippi, you know.
A female with the glasses.
Yeah, but this shit is common, you know. These school shootings, you know, which really be Edomites, but this shit is common now, you know. People, man, you know, just all over the internet, you know, shooting each other and fighting each other. Everybody's just hateful, you know. That's because iniquity have abound. That's because, hey, the so-called white man is in control, you know. So-called white man sets the standards in this society. All right, and everybody's okay with it. All you people were okay with the sodomy, transgenderism, witchcraft, blasphemy. Okay, doing away with spirituality. All right, so these are the consequences that's coming to the planet Earth behind those type of actions, man. You know, and it said, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." So whoever endures through all this is who's going to be saved, man. You endure the troops rolling in on you. All right, you endure the concentration camps. Okay, you endure the famine. All right. Most importantly, you endure get Revelation 3 and 10. Which is that RFID microchip. Jacob's trouble, man, when they try to come with that microchip, man.
This Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, because I have kept the word of my patience, all right? All right, because you have kept the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, because you are striving for the Lord, all right? You're willing to die for this thing. The Lord said he's also going to keep you from the hour of temptation. Continue.
Which shall come upon all the world.
Yeah, which shall come upon all the world. So everybody's going to have to take that chip, you know? All right? Your Jay-Z's, your Bill Gates, the people who you think are the richest in this society, man. Because, you know, the everyday people, they don't know about the elites, man. They don't know about how long their money go, you know? They might hear about the Illuminati, but they don't know nothing about it. So even the people that you think is rich in this society, they're going to have to take the chip. That's going to come upon all, you know? As a matter of fact, get that Revelation 13. Man, I'll read. I know you got some more precepts. I can grab it. Yeah, man, because that's what it's all going to come down to.
I got a quick one. If it's cool.
Yeah.
It's Proverbs. Let me see. It's Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profited not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. Yeah, so like I said, all these Jay-Z's, Bill Gates and all that, you know, the some of the richest people, you know, on the lower level, that's not going to deliver you, you know. You'll hear making covenants with Esau and shit. That's not going to deliver you. You know, scriptures say the wisdom, knowledge, and let me get that out.
Is that 33:6?
God. Yeah, your rich is not going to be able to save you. But this right here, though, this what's going to keep you stable. There's Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And strength to salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So wisdom and knowledge, that's what's going to be your stability at them times. You know, that's what's going to keep you stable, you know. Like I said, Psalm 91, you know, you might be out into the wilderness, out in the middle of nowhere, you know, and the angel, you know, will start guiding your mind, you know, guiding your life, getting you from point A to point B, you know.
That's right. That's right. Even like reading this article, you know, and we know we're looked at as terrorists, man. All right, but we don't fear. Why? Because it's in the scriptures. That's how they're gonna look at us. It's in the scriptures that they're gonna try to come for us. You know, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures to be able to discern. You know, we're gonna be able to discern what's going on and relate it back to the scriptures. Like, oh, this is in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, this is spoken about in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. Man, this place finna get nuked.
Or why is all these females running to me? That's Isaiah
4:1. Yeah. So that's why we're gonna. That's why we're gonna be cool. You know. Cause like the brother just said, the angel is gonna guide your spirit. Read that Revelation 3 and 10 again up.
This Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, and that in the hour of temptation, what is it talking about? It's talking about that RFID microchip, which most people are going to take willingly. You know, it's going to take willingly. All right, because it says here in Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all. All right, now he is talking about the so-called white man, or the same white man who's going to roll on us. All right, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. All right, so it don't matter how much money you got or how broke you are.
God.
All right. It says free and bond. All right, so whether you out here living so-called free to do what you do what you want, or if you're in Esau's his judicial system, if you're in his penitentiary or whatever. All right, everybody's gonna have to take that chip. All right, if you don't take that chip, man, they're gonna look at you as what? As a terrorist. So how much more us, man, whose name is already on the list, you know?
God.
It says, let me read it again from the top of 16. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. All right. Yeah, and all the brothers, you know, we know about the RFID technology. We see how Esau's coming in with it. All right. Hey, we know how serious this thing is, you know.
God. We know how close it is for time to get up out of this place too, man.
That's right. But we know how much we got to go through. All right. We know we have to go through a whole hell of a lot before we get out of this place. We're going to Acts.
God.
Yep.
This Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorted them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It comes so said through much tribulation, you know. It said the famine, the little bit that we going through right now, you know. Hey, and like I said, pray that your fright be not in winter. It might go down in winter. You know, you see how cold it was this past winter, all over the whole world.
Yep.
You know,
It's still cold now.
God. Oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I got one more precept for you. It's Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, Jacob's trouble, man. You tribes, man. You gonna catch hell, you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and blacks, you know. You gonna catch hell, you know. You ain't try to come back to the word, you know. You kept getting the warning over and over again. It's gonna be all out hell on you, you know.
That's right. Yep.
But the he that should be saved out is the elect.
The elect.
The 1/3.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what all this is gearing at, Jacob's trouble, you know. All this is going towards Jacob's trouble. Esau said, you know, he's looking at the left hand activist groups, and you know, man, he's gonna come down upon all of the nation of Israel, man.
God.
You know, it's gonna get we can end with Isaiah 59:19.
This is Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Yeah, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, which we're in the western hemisphere, to the rising of the sun, which is the east. All right, because Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai is getting ready to show marvelous works, man. I know we were out in Monterey Bay Sunday, you know, doing the work out there. You know, we just went to the beachfront that night, man. We seen the chariots is out here, man. You know, it's a little more clearer out there. You can see the stars. It was a beautiful night. The chariots were a spectacle unto us. They were showing out for us. You know? You know, hey, and the Most High, he's getting ready to show marvelous works, man. He's going to give men spiritual power down here. All right? The animals are going to be changing their place, man. All right? And when they bring us, they going to, because, man, who's been prophesying about these things? Who's been speaking about these things, you know? For decades now, our apostles and elders, okay? You got older brothers in this truth, you know, 10, 12 years, 5 years, okay? Even to the brothers who's in this thing for 3 years, a year now, as it's going down, you prophesying and condemning this place, you know? And we're doing it all in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So they gonna fear the name of the Lord, man. Continue.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Yeah, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Because that's how the so-called white man is going to roll on us. All right? Because we're going to, the men of the Lord, Yahweh Ratazah, you know, we part of that number since the sincere brothers who really believe, going to do acts greater than Yahweh Shai did. All right? So you might heal somebody who's lame, you know, somebody who's never who's been a mute, giving them the ability to speak, might raise somebody from the dead. The Lord did it, you know.
Con.
Hey, that's gonna bug these people out, man.
Con. And then they should be willing in that day.
Yeah, that people should be willing in dead eye power. All right, but the enemy gonna come in, you know, on some, man. You see how the so-called white man, he's gonna be on a whole nother level, man. Continue.
The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them.
The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. That's talking about that spiritual power. All right, so all we gotta do now, man, is keep on pushing this word, man. You know. So Apostle Tahar said, be in that 3 videos a day spirit. All right, we're gonna force the so-called white man's hand, you know. Hey, cause the Most High's getting ready to make the move, man. That was it on that.
Yeah, Con, that was it.
Hey, you know, with that, you know, how about this lesson was edifying. You know, we just want to bring out a quick article and then, you know, let the spirit flow. You know, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who we learn this truth from. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.